This is Valley News Live at 5.
Good afternoon, everyone. The FBI now offering a $5,000 reward for any information on the murder of a Fargo man who was reported missing last September. 35-year-old Craig Melton was last seen around the Turtle Mountain Indian Reservation. Investigators say that he was seen in Fargo September 17th, reportedly offered to give two men a ride to Belcourt. If you have any information, you're asked to call the number on your screen. It's toll-free, 1-800-225-5324. A number of parents reached out to our whistleblower hotline about students at Ben Franklin Middle School being given duct tape to help keep their masks on. We reached out this afternoon to the Fargo Public Schools. They said a teacher did in fact offer a student duct tape, but claimed it was meant as a joke, adding that the teacher didn't expect the student to put it on. They also told us administration is working with school staff to ensure this behavior doesn't happen again. Some help is being offered to those who lost their photos when Bismarck-based photography company Glosser Images suddenly closed. Some couples worried they wouldn't get the edited photos they paid for, but now photography platform ShootProof is stepping up to help them get their precious memories. We still don't know about the subcontractors who say they're expected to work without pay from Glosser. One former videographer, Emerson Rice, says the news brings even more uncertainty for him.
I care about the clients. All of us care about the clients, and we want what's best for them. But at the same time, we need to eat, we need to pay rent, and we're not seeing that money, and we're taking the blame for everything, when really Jack Glosser should be blamed.
Now tonight on Valley News Live at 6, we invite you to join us. Hear from the head of ShootProof on why they're stepping up to help out. Certainly nice to see the rain move on. I know I wouldn't have said that during the drought, but let's find out what's happening this evening. Hutch?
You know what? Not complaining, too. It was one of those beneficial rains, slow all day and wet. Now, we have a variety of conditions across the valley. We're going to carry you through our Skycam network, one of our tools here at Valley News Live to keep you ahead of the storm. Right now, we still have some lingering clouds, but you're looking off to the east here in the FM area. So as we look out to the north and east over the Red River, it's cloudy. Check out how gray it is in Grand Forks right now. So more coverage of cloud cover in the northern valley. But look at this out to the west. Okay, clearing skies taking place from west to east tonight, and that's, well, good news, but it also will mean cold news for us. We still have a lot of clouds. Here they are on the satellite, rain showers for our easternmost counties. You see that? They're just starting to dry up right now. So it's been a gray day and a cooler day out to the east as a result of the clouds and the rain sprinkles out there. 40s to the east and 50s and mid-50s at that to the west, near 60 in Bismarck. Tonight in Fargo, well, get out and enjoy. Look at the 30s are on the way, clear skies, light winds. And by morning, it does look a bit on the frosty side. Coming up, it's Halloween this weekend. Mike Morgan, did you know that? It's a first alert weather day as well. We'll tell you what the ghosts and the goblins will have to be concerned about. It isn't too scary, but maybe a little spooky. Details in a moment.
All right, thanks, Hutch. The majority of North Dakota nursing homes are unable to take in anyone new. The North Dakota Long-Term Care Association surveyed more than 200 nursing homes in the state and found more than 57% had to freeze admissions. That's compared to just 17% from a survey taken back in July.
Going on 21 months in the pandemic, it has been horrendous for residents, for families, for staff, for facilities. And it's just continuing, and people are emotionally getting burnt out and tired, and we need to give our staff a break.
Peterson told us that the staffing situation is so dire, one North Dakota facility is actually considering discharging residents. Allegiant Airlines canceled flights in and out of Grand Forks Airport during the month of December. The airline says the move was made because of a lack of demand. Allegiant has been serving Grand Forks for more than a decade. Passengers impacted by the move will be able to receive full refunds, or they can fly out of Fargo. No other Allegiant flights in Grand Forks are impacted. It's a nail-biter at the nation's capital as President Joe Biden tries to secure a deal with Democrats on his sweeping social spending and climate change plan. The president pressed for a big win before taking off to the world stage in Europe to ask foreign leaders for their commitments to the same causes. Alice Barr has the very latest.
It's a good day. President Biden making a detour to Capitol Hill this morning, trying to seal the deal with congressional Democrats before takeoff for critical summits in Europe.
I think we're going to be in good shape.
The president announced a new $1.75 trillion framework for his climate and social spending plans, paid for through new taxes, including one aimed at billionaires. Though so far, neither moderate holdouts nor progressives have given a firm commitment.
It's a framework that will create millions of jobs, grow the economy, invest in our nation and our people.
The new proposal includes childcare, universal pre-K, expanded health care coverage, including Medicare for hearing services, and investments to curb climate change.
Over 1 billion metric tons of emission reductions, at least 10 times bigger on climate than any bill that has ever passed before.
But several top progressive priorities are gone, including free community college, expanded Medicare coverage for dental and vision, and paid family and medical leave, scuttled by cost objections from moderate Senate Democrat Joe Manchin.
What I don't like is this idea that one guy would stand in the way of doing it.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi called for a vote today on the bipartisan infrastructure bill that passed the Senate more than 2 months ago. But progressives are refusing to sign on until the larger package is set.
Our members are enthusiastic about voting for both bills when that text is ready.
All Republicans oppose the president's plans, but it's divisions within his own party, sending him off to pressure foreign leaders for key climate change and economic policies without a deal of his own.
Now, just to underscore how much is riding on getting to a deal, according to 2 sources, President Biden told Democrats behind closed doors that majorities in the House and Senate and his presidency will be determined by what happens in the next week. The police chief in Dilworth says as that city grows, so does the crime rate. So the department needs to hire more officers. Last week, we spoke with this chief, Ty Sharp, who says that the city has experienced more vehicle thefts and vehicle burglaries over the past couple of months. Sharp says he's requested a larger budget to hire more officers. In a Facebook post, the chief says it looks like the extra funds will be approved and he could then increase patrols. A request to dismiss the most serious charge against Kim Potter has been denied. She'll stand trial in Hennepin County on first and second degree manslaughter charges in the death of Dante Wright. Wright was shot in April after he was stopped for a traffic violation. Potter says she was meaning to use a taser instead of a handgun. She was initially charged with second degree manslaughter, but prosecutors later added the first degree charge against her. Hunting season in North Dakota will again be impacted by an ammunition shortage. For the second year in a row, finding rifle ammo is again very difficult. Deer and pheasant season hunters from Fargo to Montana have been calling Andrus Outdoors in Dickinson to ask if they have any rifle ammunition. The owners of the store say the answer is often no, and that the same applies to reloading supplies and powder for hunting.
One of my buddies, he's been looking for .270 ammo. And he hasn't found any. He's been looking for almost a year.
They don't have it on the shelf, and they're not sure when it's going to come. So I don't know what my kids are going to do for hunting.
Hunters are advised to call ahead to a store to see if they have any ammo, especially the ammo that you need. There are more than 1.83 million beef cattle in the state of North Dakota. That's nearly double the number of people. Ranchers have felt the frustration of what they see as low prices and unfair market practices. 4 large packing companies make up more than 80% of the U.S. beef industry. And to counter that, 6 ranching families in North Dakota came together to create their own packing facility. 6-1 Meat Processing out of New Salem, which is west of Mandan, is experiencing the benefits of cutting out the middleman.
We've nearly doubled our company, the Dunburger, sales this year just by having our own facility and get our guaranteed stocks.
This comes as ranchers in Nebraska raised more than $300 million to construct their own beef processing plant this year in North Platte, with an expected construction date this fall. The youngest cadet in the West Fargo Police Academy is battling leukemia. Next on Valley News Live at 5, how the Academy is helping him make his dreams come true.
Devil's Lake seeing some sun breaking out across the skies. That's to the west. A few more clouds here in the valley and points east. And we started our day with a foggy look at things. I'll have details on your hour-by-hour forecast and what you could expect for the big holiday weekend ahead.